You're in the mix with your DJ's favorite DJ. DJ G Webb of the Nerve DJs.
This shit too easy, nigga. Bitch, I got the stick right now while I'm sliding through traffic. I trap with the ratchet. Plus, I'm the flyest nigga in the room that I'm in right now. Nigga, tell me I'm cap. Got Rockstar fits me and Lil Shorty matching. Might pull out them racks just to make you look average. She tell me to chill cause she know that I'm savage. I've been with the shits, I'm not only just rapping. Bitch, I got the stick right.
What's good, what's good, what's good? It's time for that Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell. Don't leave up about the trap till you've been served. We serving every day. The trap ain't never closed. That's just what we doing. We for the culture. We for the streets. We from the streets and we for the streets. Anyway, we gonna touch up on this Takeoff situation, RIP Takeoff, and condolences to Takeoff's family and prayers to the Migos, man, because I know this is heavy to swallow for them. They've been around each other for the longest. They are more like brothers instead of cousins and uncles and nephews. You know what I mean? Like, it's more of a brother bond between that thing. So it's like, in this situation, we seeing a lot of twists go on, because when this first happened, we all was led to believe that, oh, it wasn't this and it wasn't that and it was this and it was that and it, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't seen footage that came out. There's been a lot of things going on. Academics dropping a lot of footage. Just a lot of people coming forward. Now, one thing I don't too much put my faith in with this situation is the fact that, well, I'm a street nigga too, so I understand there ain't no niggas coming forth to speak on nothing. That's how it's supposed to go in the street. That's mandatory. That's how it's supposed to. Nigga, you shouldn't be out here doing no police cooperation. You shouldn't be doing none of that. So it's an expectation to see all these women responding and commenting and jumping on blogs and speaking their piece about the situation, because granted, all them females might not have been there, but some of them was around them. These niggas celebrities, they ain't just walking around with 2, 3, 4 females. They walk around with a 30 piece at a time. They celebrities. You can get away with that. Another thing I don't agree with, though, everybody trying to veer the situation away from the fact that it was over a dice game. Everybody keeps saying it wasn't about a dice game. It's not over a dice game. It wasn't. Listen, man. Niggas die in dice games. Niggas get robbed at dice games. Niggas get backdoored at dice games. Niggas get their ass whooped at dice games. Nigga, confrontation happens at dice games. Nigga, I'm at dice games every day. I done seen niggas fall out. I done seen niggas get robbed. I done seen niggas lose their money, take it back from the nigga that won it because they feel like the nigga's a bitch, all kind of shit. So you got to understand how toxic a dice game can be, especially when it's unorganized. You see what I'm saying? And Takeoff not even participating in the dice game, but apparently, allegedly, Takeoff lost the money, and the nigga that's winning the money just decides to quit, get up, split, you know what I mean? And Quavo had a problem with that, which any nigga in the hood gonna have a problem. Nigga, if I'm shooting dice with my first cousin, and I book him 7, 8 bands, I'm 7, 8 racks up, nigga, and I just pop out like, nigga, yeah, I'm out. Nigga, I don't give him no clear chance to get his money back, no clear chance to even try to see if he could, you know what I'm saying, he could bounce back, get 1,000 back, 2,000, you know what I'm saying? See if he gonna win more back or lose even more. I'm not giving him that opportunity. Nigga, I done seen the realest of niggas get heated about that, because that's not how street niggas do this shit, man. That's how random strangers that come to a dice game that they usually ain't in, that's how they operate. Yeah, but them usually be the niggas that get smoked when they try to bounce out with the money and don't give a nigga they chance to get their bread back. That's what that argument was about. That's why you hear Quavo in the back. Nah, nigga, I don't want to play no damn basketball. Like, nigga, I don't, you know, it ain't about basketball. Nigga, I just lost my money. Nigga, do I get a shot at getting my shit back? And we also know when you respond a certain type of way, certain things happen. We street niggas. Whatever, what you want to do, certain responses trigger certain outcomes. And when Quavo say, man, let's get on up out of here for somebody get hurt. As a street nigga, it's a respect thing. If you a street nigga and you a real nigga, you hear a nigga that you might have a conversation with say some shit like that, that was really a threat. And when you really a stepper like that, you gonna respond with, so what you saying? So hence to why tussles and all of that started to break out. Now, in the meantime, while Takeoff seeing all this going on, it's so much going on. It's not a purpose death type of thing. Like nigga trying to protect Takeoff and allegedly accidentally, you know what I mean, shoot his own homie. But you gotta understand, I don't. This is what I don't understand. What's wrong with you niggas that think y'all just gonna go snatch a chain? Nigga, you think if a nigga pay 100,000, nigga, if a nigga pay 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, 100,000 for a necklace, I don't give a fuck how many times you yank at it. This motherfucker bet not detach from my neck, nigga. When I'm suing the jeweler, nigga. So what make you niggas think these niggas and these niggas, the Migos, quote unquote, rocking infinity links? You not taking that off their neck. You will decapitate them trying to take it off their neck before the actual chain breaks and actually comes off. So you actually took a failed attempt in the first place if you was trying to snatch a chain. And that's, you know what I mean? If that's what was transpiring in the process. But I could see if a nigga grabbing his chain and a nigga trying to get at the man for trying to get on his man, when you grab a nigga chain and you do this, what's the first thing that's gonna happen? A nigga head comes with you. You see what I'm saying? And when his head come with him, we don't know how close it came, how they tussled, whatever, however it happened, right? So when homie try to save Takeoff, we not knowing how they position, how they moving, and you take a shot and you shoot your mans. It was not a purpose murder. It was an accidental shooting, man. Really over something that I personally feel like the Migos shouldn't even been part of, man. You niggas is top tier, legendary staples in the game, especially from y'all city. You gotta put y'all faces on the Mount Rushmore from y'all city. If you gonna talk about or bring up rappers from Atlanta in the last decade, it's just mandatory. I'm sorry, but if I'm worth 10 million, 5 million, 20 million, it don't matter. Some millions. I done got myself out the streets. I done established my family. We stable. Now I can continue on and progress and process creating generational wealth for my family. You're not finna catch me outside in no spot like that, and I'm not fully protected like I should be. And this is why police protection, when you become celebritized, is more important than bringing the niggas from the street with you. How much do you love the niggas from the street that you say your brothers, your homies, and it's ride or die? How much you love them? Because I love my niggas enough to, if I got a $10 million bag, when I tell them, come on, let's go, nigga, they ain't got to bring nothing but some common sense and the will to want to help me progress so we can progress together and niggas can get up out this situation together. That's all you need to bring with you. For me to bring you out of a harsh environment and put you in another harsh environment for some money. We was doing that for some money already in the street. We was hustling. We was shootouts and all the gang banging. All that came from trying to figure it out in the streets. You gotta drop that mentality when the money changed and when your life changed. You can't. You gotta also change your homie surroundings too. Don't bring them with you so they can thug. Bring them with you so they can jump into the corporate world with you and sustain a real living and be stable. Do that. Niggas not doing that. Niggas, I'm gonna bring you with me. I'm gonna go buy $10,000 worth of gun, give them to y'all niggas. Now y'all just shooters on the road. So you still jeopardizing your homies. How much do you love these niggas? Do the shooters even think like this? Or is they just caught up in the fame so much, the fact that they get to fuck all these bad bitches, always got a couple dollars, got a little chain, like that shit ain't nothing when you leave your family. And that don't mean a nigga that you with give a fuck about you, because why he ain't taking you up out that situation? Why you still got to be the gunman? Nigga, y'all was shooting and drilling and killing and stealing when you was in the hood. Now nigga got a bag. You want me to still do it for minimal money? Man, you niggas is fucking idiots, man. I always been a leader more than a fucking follower ever in my fucking life, nigga. You can't send me on no dummy mission, and I ain't doing nothing I don't fucking want to do. And ain't no such thing as peer pressure, nigga. Leaders don't succumb to peer pressure, man. But like I said, this is why you have to be mindful of how you move, how you moving around, who you moving around with. The niggas, you got to reevaluate your niggas too, dog. Because everybody ain't around you for the right reasons. Some niggas around you, yeah, they gonna hold you down, but they really only around so they can knock some of these hoes and do this and do that. They're not even really paying attention to your safety 100%. So you always at risk because you got people around you that's liable. Now I'm not gonna say his homie wasn't paying attention, because for you to spot a nigga that's gonna try to get on your nigga when it's a whole nother situation with another part of your system that's going having a conversation with somebody else, and you spot that, you was on your job. You just made a mistake due to the circumstances. And in his defense, in his defense, I'm not gonna sit here and just say, if you had police protection, police security, that couldn't happen still like that. Because when people tussling and you take a shot into two people tussling, they in live movement, live rotation, they doing whatever. It's unpredictable movement. You don't know. This is not the movie where a nigga holding them up and you take the shot and you still shoot him in the head, but you didn't shoot your brain. This is real life, bro. Continue on with the fact that this is real life. Now, getting into further into that, my other problem with that is the fact that if you around anything rapper associated, J Prince, the Sons, my ties, just any of that imprint, the level of star you is, and the fact that y'all got some kind of relationship, I don't care what the disagreement is. Because when you in the world of playing with these stars, and that be slash street niggas too, man, your name and your word got to be bond. So you got to stand on certain things, because it will make you look bad to all the rest of these niggas. So by you not maintain, so by J Prince Jr. not maintaining that situation like it should have been maintained, and I'm speaking from my perspective. I can't speak for no every other nigga. I'm a street nigga too. And one thing about this shit, I'm not doing voiceovers, nigga. Just like I ain't got no mask over my face when I go outside. I go outside just like this, nigga. But I'm also prepared for what life come with, though. So everybody that's on these platforms ain't gonna be the same about voicing their opinion, because they hiding behind something. But this is me, you know what I'm saying? Because if I had one of my homies come from out of state, out of town, any of that, when he touched down in my city limits, I'm responsible for cuz. And I'm responsible out of respect for the fact that, nigga, I don't need no nigga feeling like he ain't feel safe when he was around me when I invited this nigga to my city. Because I know when I move around, I want to feel safe when I go to another nigga city and they roll the carpet out for me, dog. That's just how this shit go. So to have them niggas around you, y'all might not have been the best of friends, but you fuck with them. And y'all can do business in the future. So why would you let some niggas around you that probably ain't even worth as much money as you is go fuck up everything by having a dispute with this man? Nigga, okay. Let's just say if that's what the case was, that's really what they was arguing about. The fact that nigga, he beat Quavo and did just wanted to get up and bounce out with the money. You got to understand too, bro. Niggas that ain't used to having no money ain't gonna want to give it back. So if you was gambling with a nigga that really didn't have no celebrity to him, and his bag wasn't as deep as a J Prince Jr. and a Quavo on the Takeoff, why you even shooting dice with this nigga? You see what I'm saying? Because he for sure gonna get up and bail as soon as he hit a bag that he feel like, oh, this a bag. I can't, you see what I'm saying? I can't afford to lose. That's just how this shit happen. But in the mix of that, that's where J Prince Jr. supposed to come over there and settle that. Okay, then the only way in that at that time, you can't just tell this nigga get this nigga his money back. Nah, but you gonna have to make this nigga play a fair game because it's a room full of real niggas. So we got to have real judgment, real perspective, and real protocol about a lot of this shit, man. So nah, I ain't gonna say he's supposed to tell the nigga get his money back, but nigga, get that nigga a shot to get his money back. Cause you making me look bad in front of this nigga. He ain't you. This nigga's a platinum selling artist. These niggas is millionaires. These niggas got shit going on. So what if I want to do some business with them? I need them to pick up the phone. Nigga, hey, man, get back down there, man. Get that nigga a chance, man. To get that money back. Cause at the same time, if it would have went the other way, you're supposed to do the same thing to the other party, man. You got to give my partner a chance to win his money back. That's just how this shit go. And we supposed to be, when you really fuck with people, y'all supposed to be like honest street niggas towards each other. It's supposed to be a kinship. It's supposed to be some type of bond there. It's supposed to be some type of realism there. And we seeing a lot of times that it don't be. And I don't feel like, and this is the thing that bothers me. Not only did you not orchestrate calming that situation down, but after the shots and everything, nigga, you didn't run out of there or nothing. Nigga, you walked out of there like you was the president with like Secret Service. And you walked past this nigga while he dead. Like, I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, dog. But I ain't leaving none of my niggas. I'm not just bouncing on none of my niggas. Nah, nigga, if we going to slide on a nigga and we get the busing and my nigga get busted, I'm not throwing him out the car so we could try to save us from going to jail. I'm not doing that, especially if that was my nigga for real. I know his mama. I know all his cousins and his sisters and his uncles, and I'm not doing that, nigga. We just gonna go down that road because, nigga, shit went wrong. And it happened like that sometimes. In this case, nigga, this shit make you look more like a piece of shit, like more like you got something to do with it than to do nothing at all. Because if you had any type of love for this man, while you see him, while you walking past and he down, you supposed to be there with him. If this ain't got shit to do with you, why you leaving the scene in the first place? You don't got to talk to the police, but nigga showing your love and your support for the nigga that's down right now, man, come on, man. It's a lot of shit that look fucked up with that, man. And as much as I hate Charleston fucking White, his rant about like mob ties and all that, how he went in like that, they don't do nothing, they ain't got no power outside of Houston and all these things, right? I agree with him to an extent, because if you listen, Duke the Jeweler, rest in peace. Takeoff, rest in peace. But these is two incidents that then happened around you. If y'all got that much fear, that much respect, that much loyalty, that much muscle, that much security, that much stomp down say so that niggas don't play with y'all, everybody act like they scared of y'all, right? So how the fuck did Takeoff end up dead during a fucking argument? It's a lot of shit with this picture that's fucked up, man. And I love Houston. I love all the rappers. I love their culture. I love, man. It's parts of me that be wishing, like, at some part of my life, I wish I grew up down there so I could have actually been a part of that culture, because that shit to me is dope. So to see what's going on, and to see rappers going down there and getting took up top, like, think about all the rappers. Lil Uzi Vert's artist just got killed down there weeks ago. Then you get Duke Duke the Jeweler, after that, Takeoff, lose his life. All this is all, you see what I'm saying? And from how they was saying it, old girl that was signing Lil Uzi Vert lost her life in Fifth Ward. But I could be mistaken. But I'm just saying, like, where's the security for like when you an artist, you have to be in these regions of the world to gain certain followers and followings out of these regions, right? So you got to go to Texas, you got to go to California, you have to go to Florida, you have to go to New York, and you definitely gonna have to go to Chicago too, because those are all markets. Chicago is a Midwest market, probably one of the biggest. California is the West Coast market. New York is the East Coast market. So if you're a comedian, an artist, a rapper, a movie star, you really have to go to all these markets. Duke the Jeweler wasn't just out trying to motherfucking coattail on rappers and shit. He was handling business. He was conducting business. This nigga a jeweler. How else do you sell jewelry? You go get around the money and you promote your jewelry by wearing it yourself so they can see you pop your shit and then be like, yeah, I need you to get me a piece. And that's how you wiggle in the industry with getting a real bag off of what you got going on. You got to go rub shoulders with niggas that count. And that's what Duke the Jeweler was doing. You feel me? Quavo and them showing the Prince family love on Jazz Prince's birthday. He loses life on the same day. These niggas only there to show support for the niggas that's celebrating they born day. Why wouldn't y'all make sure these motherfuckers is a priority to be protected? At this point, any nigga violate them far as getting into it with them getting violated. But it's like altercation happened, he gets smoked, and y'all just leave like you don't give a fuck. We ain't do shit. We ain't got nothing. That shit corny to me. I never respected, nigga. And fear don't make no man, nigga. If you walk around with fear in your heart, nigga, you ain't no man. So if you a fucking man, you should be biting your tongue. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna bite my tongue for nobody. But like I also said, I love Houston, nigga. I don't let incidents dictate how I love a culture or how I love a region or a place I want to experience. You see what I'm saying? And I got homies and shit down there. So yeah, nigga, I don't got nothing disrespectful to say about H-Town. I love H-Town. I love the culture. I love the niggas in it. You see what I'm saying? This is an inconvenience. This is unfortunate. And it also, it gives Houston a fucked up look. You understand? Because people will look at this and overlook the fact that Houston does have a support system. But these type of incidences, the zero and trade and these types of incidences make it look like it ain't no support system at all when I know that to be false as hell. You dig? And for Sauce to show love to Quavo and the Migos and Takeoff, feeling like if they would have been with them, Sauce Walka moved different. And one thing about him, when he bring niggas around him, he gonna embrace them enough to make sure they on his time. So he gonna be responsible for them. You know what I'm saying? He just showed us that plenty times. So I can't be wrong for agreeing with how Sauce Walka feel. Not just cause he hurting, but as a real nigga, knowing that you would have went about making sure these niggas was protected a whole nother way. You see what I'm saying? And in return, Jazz Prince and Mob Ties feel some type of way by him saying that. But nigga, when you got a relationship with somebody, like I said, you ain't a man if you live in fear. And a man that don't fear should be never bite his tongue. Man. And that's what Sauce Walka was doing. Nigga, he don't fear nothing, and he ain't gonna never bite his tongue. Keep in mind, he done had instances where he had to deal with Jay Prince allegedly when you took Steve Francis and them chain back in the day. A lot of people, if you're not a real Sauce Walka fan, you won't even probably even know about that. But that was allegedly TSF that took that chain from Steve Francis of the Houston Rockets at that time. Jay Prince got the chain back. So I respect Walker for speaking out because nobody's really speaking out. Everybody's speaking in fear. Everybody that's talking like, well, I don't want to say too much, man, because they know me and everybody's scared of them. Like, nigga, you living in fear. Now I ain't telling nobody to tell or nothing like that, because if you off in the streets, that shit is forbidden and it's death before dishonor. So no, I'm not telling you to do that. But what's real is what's real. That's all I'm gonna say. And rest in peace to Takeoff. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their life recently traveling to H-Town, whether it be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of shit going on. I just hope a lot of this shit fizzle down, even though this Takeoff one, this is something different because this even hurt me. And like I said, in my eyes, Takeoff was like one of the most likable people in the industry. And when you one of the most likable people in the industry, that just means you like a likable person. So that's why I always say he was one of the favorites, because he was likable. He wasn't one of the niggas you see talking shit. He was always cool. So you know what I'm saying? Takeoff being gone, and it really hit kind of different to me because I had just watched them on Drink Champs do their interview, and that was like one of the dopest interviews for me. I sat there the whole time, watched all hours of it, and then to wake up out my sleep and see that, it was like unreal. You know what I mean? And that for me, that hit different. And in the process, it just really make you think like, is the streets really supposed to be in rap? Because the streets really hurting rap more than it's helping. Yeah, we come from the streets, but when we bring all the street elements, it's changing the quality of hip hop, it's changing the quality of the culture, and it's also changing the level of danger that's involved in this. You used to be a rapper and didn't have to worry 24/7 about danger. Whereas now you a celebrity, you can't open your car door, you can't come out your house, you can't go to the store. Everything you do, it gotta be done head on the swivel because your life in jeopardy. All because of the status that you worked hard to gain. It's kind of weird to me, you know what I mean? But once again, condolences to the Migos, prayers to Takeoff and his family, man, especially Quavo. I mean, you know what I mean? Just the whole Migo gang, even Offset, because that's more like a brother than a cousin to him too. So to not be able to mend y'all problems while he was living, and he go like that, and you got to live with the fact that you'll never be able to fix what was broken with y'all, if it even was serious like that, at you know what I mean? It just hit different, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man, I just, we gotta do better in hip hop, man, because we continuously seeing talent leave. It's never the niggas that didn't have no talent get smoked. Oh, that nigga only sold shit 3,500 units in 2 years. He wasn't no. It don't be them. It be the niggas that came out and broke a barrier, made a staple in the game, turned up a notch. It's niggas that leveled up. It's niggas that got that real chance, that had a real story. It's people that could have been something bigger 10 years from now. These is what we seeing lose their life. Y'all ain't getting sick of that shit yet? Cause hey, ain't nothing like, I love to do podcast shit and little blog and shit and like, but I'ma still love to do it without having to report and talk about niggas that's dying every day because of shit that's shouldn't have shit to do with the street spilling off into shit that don't got nothing to do with the street. We losing miserably, and we the ones that shine the light on everything that happens. Nigga get killed, it's a nigga cut the phone on. It's a nigga that's gonna record you sitting on the ground dead. It's gonna be the nigga that put that shit on the internet so they can get the likes and go viral and try to get a monetization bag or the blue check, whatever the fuck it is. We make us look worse than anybody ever could make us look, man. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share, how this shit go, man. You know what I mean? Don't leave about the trap till you've been served. It's time for that culture for the streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint, man. Stay low.